Tim Doyle joining the conversation again here on The Rally. What we're going to do throughout the show tonight is take a look at some players who are in line, you may think, surprisingly, for some very big paydays. Remember, the economic landscape has changed in the NBA with the new media deal. The first we're going to look at is Jrue Holiday, point guard for the Pelicans. Made $11.3 million last year, but he's a free agent, and the Pels, of course, brought in DeMarcus Cousins, who's going to command a lot of money if he wants to stay there following next year. So, Tim, they can go over the cap to sign Jrue Holiday. Would you do so and give him a Mike Conley-like contract? 5 years, $153 million?
If I was the Pelicans, I don't think this is the right move right here. If I'm Jrue Holiday, obviously you want to get the biggest money, but is this really the franchise you want to be playing with? What direction are they going in? They're the laughingstock of the NBA. We thought it was a bad situation in Sacramento when Boogie Cousins was playing there. He went to New Orleans and maybe even got worse. So Jrue Holiday, I think a big number for him, Tyler. He's only 26 years old. He's going to have tremendous value. I don't think he's going to get Mike Conley money, 5 years, $153 million. But I'll tell you this, it's going to be close.
Okay. Second question then, whatever that number is, and if it's with the Pelicans, will he provide the value that contract necessitates? If he gets paid $140 million, will the Pelicans get the return on investment they expect?
If he's healthy, yes. I think he's an excellent player. Okay. I think he's a difference maker when he's on the floor. I think he guards his position well. I think he makes other guys better on the floor. Big thing is he has to stay on the floor. When he has been healthy, he has been effective. If I'm Jrue Holiday, I want out of Dodge. I think that's a complete mess down there. But yeah, you got to go where the money is going to be. In teams like Philadelphia, Chicago, Minnesota, they may be looking for someone to play that position.
Okay, that's my next question then. If he decides, you know what, New Orleans not for me, it's Boogie and Brow, and I need to find another spot where maybe I can flourish. You mentioned three teams in the 76ers, the T-Wolves, and the Bulls who could use point guard help. Where should he zero in on then?
Yeah, I mean, almost impossible to figure out who's going to draft who in this draft.
Right.
You know, and you're loaded with point guards, so you can say, oh, you go to Philly because you can go play with Ben Simmons and play with Joel Embiid, but they may go out and draft a point guard for that position. So I think the Bulls could be a likely landing spot. Who knows if Rondo has weared out his welcome, or maybe they're going to bring him back, or what the situation is going to be like there. Are they going to start to rebuild? I think he's a very good player. Okay. I think when he's your fourth option, I think your team's pretty good. Okay. If he's a top 3 option on your squad, that's not good. But I guess if you look up in Minnesota, where would he fall as far as options?
Yeah, it's a good question. If they keep LaVine around, he would probably be the 4th scoring option behind Wiggins, LaVine, and Towns.
And then I think you have a pretty good squad. Okay. He's a veteran guy. He's been around the block. Obviously, he's been on some pretty bad teams throughout his career. If he ends up in Minnesota, that'd be a shrewd pickup. I think that would be I don't want to say huge, but a big upgrade over Ricky Rubio. Because Ricky did play really well down the stretch. They were out of it, so it's kind of hard to tell if that's going to be the new Ricky Rubio. But Jrue Holiday has tremendous value.